Hello everyone, mabuhay! You're about to watch Research Lecture Series. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you will be notified with the upcoming series. You may also share the link to your students, classmates, or friends. Enjoy watching! This is a research spectrum that I developed which presents a snapshot of the entirety of this research lecture series. For Series 1, the main concepts found at the first tier or level, particularly simple and scientific, shall be discussed exclusively. The second tier deals with the research methods. The third tier is about research designs. Under exploratory designs are the 6 qualitative studies. Under descriptive design are the 6 basic descriptive researches, and under explanatory design are the causal and experimental investigations. Under descriptive and explanatory designs are the statistical tools, which are descriptive and inferential. This series deals with the meaning and nature of research. It gives a contrast between the two types of studies. It also provides the significance of simple and scientific researches. Research came from the French word recherche, which literally means search. A lexical definition of research in Merriam-Webster is the collecting of information about a particular subject. The same dictionary provided a more comprehensive meaning of this term as studious inquiry or examination, specifically investigation or experimentation of facts, revision of accepted theories or laws in the light of new facts, or practical application of such new or revised theories of laws. From its etymology, research can be simply a gathering of information of facts. Searching closely could mean personally obtaining information from primary sources, like by asking questions from individuals, by observing things, or by immersing in the community. It could also mean gathering of information from secondary sources, such as searching of the definition of an unfamiliar word in the dictionary, or by getting the latest news intentionally about an issue or to a weather forecast, as well as by following the threads or stalking an individual from the social media. The second lexical definition implies more rigorous or methodical processes. It mentioned about data collection through investigation and experimentation, which are attributes of scientific and empirical research. It also dealt with testing of existing theories, which may result to their retention or rejection. It further conveyed utilization of results, which falls under applied research classification. Both etymology and first lexical definition refers to simple conduct of research, while the latter definition pertains to scientific, empirical, and applied classifications of research. In view of aforementioned definitions, a synthesis of the meaning of research is herein presented as a process of inquiry undertaken either instantaneously as simple research or systematically as scientific research in order to increase knowledge, test theories or laws, or to discover or innovate solutions to existing problems. Everyone is a researcher, but not all are scientific researchers. It is a common perception that research is always rigorous and follows systematic processes. According to Brown and Rogers, research is sometimes formal and technical, but not necessarily so. And it could be done initially in a simple and elementary way. In addition, Rabither and Porsano claimed that the scientific method is not the only way to know the answers or to find the answers to questions. Research can use the scientific method but need not do so, supports Glenn. Research is intentional. The act of searching is premeditated by the need to obtain answers to questions that instantaneously pop up or deliberately formulated. According to Charles and Mertler, research is called for when one is confronted with a question or problem that has no readily available answer. Hence, the acquisition of new knowledge or discovery of something novel simply by chance does not constitute a research. In everyday life, human beings are engaging into simple research. The moment we learned how to talk, we have started to ask about things. Engaging into simple research is innate since individuals are naturally inquisitive. The mere act of searching or probing about anything already constitutes a research. The act of doing simple research could be out of necessity or curiosity, such as searching for the meanings of unfamiliar, not so familiar, or not recognizable words, terms, or concepts in the reference materials such as dictionary, books, magazines or dailies, or by asking other individuals who could provide answers to these queries. Relatively simple research is merely aimed at acquiring the most basic type of information, but it is still a research in a very real sense, as attested by Adams, Kahn, Rayside, and White. The conduct of simple searching provides practical knowledge to individuals which are added to this schema. The regular searching activities are forms of simple research which help an individual cope with his or her day-to-day activities. According to Thomson and Temple, simple research has given us the bulk of our practical knowledge. These are added to the person's schema, which is activated when the need arises. Schemas function as efficient ways to quickly interpret events in daily life and fill in the gaps in available information. A simple research, then, is the instantaneous searching of information about a particular subject from various sources without necessarily following systematic processes.
Significance of simple research. First, simple research provides information that guides the actions or decisions of individuals. Oftentimes, daily decisions of individuals are based from the information they obtain from the simple research. A daily commuter perhaps would decide to take a bike instead of jeep after learning from Waze app that the heavy traffic obstructed the regular route. Merriam states that people are doing research to inform our decision and to decide on a particular course of actions. Students would not continue going to school after learning from classmates through text or through social media that classes have been suspended due to the conduct of school-wide sanitation. Mothers would tighten the household budget after knowing from the news that prices of commodities have increased and would just allocate it on alternative products with lower costs. Second, simple research answers people's immediate queries and appeases uncertainties. Every day, man is confronted with questions and uncertainties. This could boggle people's minds until answers are sought. Simple research may provide answers to individuals' immediate queries and settles their uncertainties. A person, for instance, felt symptoms of a disease like rashes, headache, and intermittent fever. Having such symptoms is a natural reaction for any person to worry of contracting a COVID-19 disease. To minimize such uncertainties, the individual may search for information about the disease over the internet or medical literature. Answers sought either from the literature or from the opinions of other people, especially the experts, lessens people's worries and uncertainties. Third, simple research stimulates cognitive functioning and satisfies man's thirst for knowledge. Man is naturally endowed with inquisitive minds that make human beings superior over other forms of animals. Human mind never ceases in thinking and in asking questions about those that are materially present and even the unknown. This natural tendency of man stimulates cognitive functioning and satisfies man's thirst for knowledge. According to Glenn, constant thinking and asking questions stimulates the brain cells and could result to a more worthwhile activities. Reading and searching for the answers of questions posited by the mind are more meaningful than just being idle. This could also exempt the person from doing illegal activities.
The academe, research agencies, and various institutions prefer scientific researches. While simple research answers simple queries, scientific research addresses more complex problems. Scientific research is more in-depth, more rigorous, and methodical. It is a kind of research that employs a systematic method in order to come up with a more reliable result. Scientific method is a carefully developed system for asking and answering questions so that the answers we discover are as accurate as possible. Glenn opines that research is most effective when built on scientific method. Scientific research should comply with two principles. The research work contributes to a body of knowledge, and the research work conforms to scientific method. For a research to be scientific, it should be systematic and should follow standard procedures. O'Connor and Fail suggest 5-step processes in scientific method, namely, first, identification of the problem. Second, collection of data. Third, hypothesis. Fourth, testing of hypothesis. And 5, assessment of the validity of hypothesis. On the other hand, Glenn advises 8 steps. First, identification of the topic. Second, hypothesis. Third, conceptual definitions. Fourth, operational definitions. Fifth, collection of data. 6, analysis of data. 7, testing of hypothesis. And 8, conclusions. Finally, Creswell identified only 3 steps of research, namely, first, pose a question. Second, collect data to answer the question. And third, present an answer to the question. A scientific research may also be empirical. Empirical study is a kind of research wherein the data, findings, or claims are verifiable through observable evidences rather than by reasoning alone. Empirical means based upon observation or measurement rather than theoretical reasoning, as defined by Gratton and Jones. Empirical research are capable of being verified or disproved by observation or experiment. It must also be guided by scientific evidence and/or experiment that it uses real-world evidence in examining its claims. Theoretical researches or studies that purely utilize secondary data from the existing literature to support a claim may also be scientific but not empirical. A researcher who takes this one step further and collects data to test their explanation will be undertaking empirical research. Hence, historical research which information are solely based from library readings is a scientific research. It becomes both scientific and empirical only when the researcher conducts personal investigations like examining relics and artifacts, or by conducting interviews to those who have witnessed the unfolding of events. In the Philippines and elsewhere, the academies are encouraged to produce scientific researches. The NBC 461 issued by the Department of Budget and Management specified that Research would include scientific investigation duly approved by the college or university authority. The Commission on Higher Education or CHED mandates higher education institutions or HCIs, both public and private, to satisfy the processes of scientific inquiry as specified under CMO 30 series of 2010. DepEd or the Department of Education also encourages scientific research as embodied in its definition of terms as a systematic process of collecting and analyzing data to increase the understanding of a topic. Teachers are encouraged to conduct scientific researches. Students, too, are required to do scientific researches as part of their academic requirements.
Significance of scientific research. First, scientific research gives more comfortable and better quality of life. Great innovations were the results of scientific researches. Through these discoveries, people were provided with more comfortable and better quality of life. The land, water, and air transportation systems, digital communications, electricity, and utility services that we enjoy today were the products of innovations in the past which made life more comfortable. The industrial technology introduced by earlier inventors eased the burden of manual work and increased the volume of products and yielded higher profitability. Second, scientific research sustains healthier and longer lifespan. The discovery of medicines did not only alleviate sufferings of ailing patients, but they have also lengthened lifespans. Aging processes has been slowed down with the production of antioxidant medicines and other synthetic and natural medications. Medical treatment interventions like surgery, laser, transplant, and other modes were also made available in treating these conditions. Many people have tested the wonders of medicine in enhancing physical beauty like skin whitening, hair rejuvenation and transplant, breast and butt augmentations, dental transplant, and plastic surgery, among others. The comfort, luxury, and even vanity that people experience and enjoy nowadays are product of scientific research. Medical research breakthroughs like the discovery of drugs to severe medical conditions like cancer, sexually transmitted diseases, especially HIV/AIDS, airborne diseases, bacterial and viral infections have greatly reduced or minimized. Third, scientific research provides reliable solutions to existing problems when they are utilized. Part of people's daily lives are the problems that, if not acknowledged, cause discomfort and may tilt the shoulders of those bearing them. Scientific research provides credible solutions to any challenging and perennial problems. Through careful analysis of the indicators, factors, effects, and prevalence of these problems, a sound solution or intervention can be cropped up. The solutions to perennial problems of the country such as road traffic, flood, poverty, corruption, drug addiction, and many more can be alleviated if thorough studies are undertaken. The findings of such research works, however, should be communicated especially to those whom the investigations were intended for immediate utilization. That ends our research lecture series for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, and share the link to your students, classmates, or friends. Thank you for watching.